Hey guys, so I was just driving along and my brain feels very full at the moment, so I thought I would just stop and just get some stuff out because I think that helps quite a lot. So I've pulled over because apparently driving and making videos at the same time is frowned upon. But there's a lot of really positive opportunities coming up at the moment, which I'm really excited about. I'm really excited about. I didn't sleep very well last night at all. I've got so much shit buzzing around my brain, just about the business side of what I do, expansion, buying into new businesses, being asked to be involved in new businesses. And then I'm thinking about how that's going to affect my team, how it's going to affect other guys I work with, how it's going to affect me, how it's going to affect my time, how it's going to affect me making videos and how I can fit everything in. Guys might know, but I'm trying to write a book and I'm trying to do some keynotes so I can really push the brand side of things. And I'm kind of looking at it thinking, not only how am I going to fit this in time-wise, but because I don't actually have a problem with that. I think time-wise I do have plenty of time. I think the main issue is more brain space and energy and just making sure that I can keep up and not let anyone down. I'm really obsessed with rules at the moment, or what I call rules versus traditions. Rules that have been there for a long time versus traditions. And the big one I was thinking about today was when I did the radio show. I don't know if you know, but I used to have a radio show. When I did the radio show training, and the guy who trained me said, as soon as you push that fader up, it's smiley face, you're representing the city, and it's just like, hey, everything's exciting, and you don't get grumpy DJs. And I thought, but what if I'm grumpy? Like, what if I'm having a shit day? And he was like, well, you can't reflect that. This is positivity. People don't want to hear that on the radio. So now if you just turn on the radio and listen to any radio station, like, playing music, and it cuts to the radio DJ, and all of a sudden they're just like, it's like they fucking injected some kind of heroin into their nose for 30 seconds, just like, oh, everything's fucking great in my life. Oh, hey, listen to some music, back in a minute. And then they probably pull the faders down and start crying. And it's a really false rhetoric that we live in, where everyone's PRing themselves and everything's fucking great because everything has to be great. And every time you go on holiday, it's like, everyone look at me, I'm on holiday. It's like, I'm just going to try and make you jealous of the shit that I'm doing right now. And it's just, we're all aware of it. It's nothing new. No one's watching this going, oh, never thought of that. It's just an obvious thing that everyone does, but it works because we look at other people and we compare ourselves to other people, and I do the same thing. I'm constantly comparing myself and thinking, fuck, look at the shit that they're doing, and how come this guy's always so positive every day, and I have days where I'm like, well, I fucking can't be asked. Because I think, I was chatting to a guy yesterday, and one of my sort of business partners, and he was like, oh, how you keep the energy going, it's really amazing. And I'm thinking, and I just PR myself better. I shouldn't do that, really. So I think that PR side of things is dangerous, because it's like, another thing as well is this idea of buying followers, it still happens. Like, as much as all these people say, it's sort of like, it's such a 10 years ago thing to do, and it's, it's more real, but I'm still watching people who are growing on social media, and then when I actually analyze them, I'm like, you cheating. But it works, it's clever. It's like when you've got 1,500 views on a Facebook video and 500 comments, I don't think that's real. So there's this rule, which is we all have to be fucking happy and show everyone how awesome we feel, and we have to, it's almost like, if we don't acknowledge it, then it doesn't exist, and everything that goes online is real, and everything else we push to the back of our minds. And I think there lies the pressures then, where you're trying to keep up with that, because when it comes to this buying stuff, like if you start making videos and you buy a bunch of subscribers and they don't watch your YouTube videos, then people go, well, you've got these subscribers and they couldn't give a shit So then you go, well, yeah, right. So every video I have to make now, I have to buy views, and then you go, well, no one's liking it. So you go, fuck. Now I have to buy likes. So you start buying likes, and then you go, yeah, no one's commenting. So you go, fuck, yeah, right, cool. I should probably buy comments as well. All of a sudden, you have to do that with every single video you ever do. That's expensive and a pain in the ass. But you've created a rod for your own back, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's something that will over time just will even out. I don't know. But I think the same thing with the PR. I think when you PR yourself to that level and everything's fucking fantastic, then it's just not real. And I feel like when it comes to social media, when it comes to growing, or not growing really, growing's a weird word. When it comes to building relationships and engaging and doing the right thing, then you're stuck on a path really, and so you're that person of fucking Tony Robbins. Everyone's Tony Robbins at the moment. Everyone's just like, everyone's a motivator. It's like this motivation thing. I think that's another thing that's cropped up. This kind of motivation thing that I don't like being called a motivator, because it's weird, because I have loads of stuff in my business life which I'm really proud of, but my life's just as much of a train wreck as everybody else's in many other aspects. So I don't want to talk about anything other than the stuff that I feel I can help people with, which is stuff that I've gone through a few times. But everyone's doing this stuff where they put out on Twitter this motivational stuff, and I watch it and I'm thinking, are you trying to convince yourself or are you trying to convince me? I don't quite understand what we're trying to do here with this you can do it thing. I don't really understand it, but it's like, I don't know if there's money in just being a motivator. I think it's a bit weird, but I want to be an educator. It's what I've always wanted to be. So that's my thoughts, really. I don't know if that makes any sense to anybody at all, but I really want to get into vlogging, and I'm sure you guys are the same. I watch people like Gary Vaynerchuk, and I think he's just fucking the king. And I just look at my own life, and I just think I don't feel confident walking around with a camera. I feel like a total douchebag because I'm 40 years old, and I'm like, I'm talking into a camera like this. I'm fucking hidden right now in a ditch where I've pulled my car over, so people aren't walking past going, what's he doing? You know, I feel just weird doing that. And the whole vlogging thing, I'd rather just talk to people and engage and try and do it my way or a sort of different way. But yeah, those are my kind of thoughts. I don't know if they make any sense to anybody, but I feel like sometimes it's just important to bleh. So anyway, I'm gonna go and watch the Emoji Movie. So taking my kids to see the Emoji Movie, very excited about that, because I've heard apparently it's the greatest film that's ever been made. So I'll keep you posted, because I have my doubts, because Rocky 4 is actually the greatest film that's ever been made. So I don't think you're going to top that. So yeah, that was my thoughts. There's no point to this. It's just I wanted to stop. I wanted to get stuff out here. My brain feels like it's full. I feel like the hard drive needs emptying, and I need to just get stuff out on paper, on video, talk to people, get my thoughts in order, get my thought process in order, figure out what's next, and try and smash it. So I'm going to go and watch the Emoji Movie. So I'll see you guys soon. Cheers.